Okay, welcome back. Now I'm going to be doing a Hunger Games gameplay that's not for kids. This time I'm going to be playing it with Nursery Rhyme characters. Right, you ready? Shall we begin? Shall indeed. Here we go.
As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Mary's little lamb repeatedly stabs Humpty Dumpty to death with sais. Mary grabs a shovel. The dish and the spoon run away from the cornucopia. The weasel runs away from the cornucopia. The monkey runs away from the cornucopia. The cat and the fiddle breaks old King Cole's nose for a basket of bread. Little Miss Muffet kills the hickory-dickory dock mouse as he tries to run. Mother Goose runs away from the cornucopia. Jack Sprat grabs a shovel. The old woman in a shoe runs away from the cornucopia. Little Jack Horner runs away from the cornucopia. Jack Be Nimble runs away from the cornucopia. Little Bo Peep sheep find a backpack full of camping equipment. The three men in a tub run away from the cornucopia. Mary, quite contrary, finds a canteen full of water. Jack and Jill run away from the cornucopia. Old Mother Hubbard takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. The little dog laughing finds a backpack full of camping equipment. The cow jumping over the moon runs away from the cornucopia. Little Bo Peep runs away from the cornucopia. Peter Piper runs away from the cornucopia. Little Bo Peep and the cow jumping over the moon hunt for other tributes. Mary's little lamb, the little dog laughing, the monkey, and Peter Piper hunt for other tributes. Mary receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Jack Be Nimble sprains his ankle while running away from old Mother Hubbard. The weasel receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. The cat and the fiddle makes a slingshot. Jack Sprat injures himself. Little Jack Horner sprains his ankle while running away from the dish and the spoon. The three men in a tub go hunting. Little Miss Muffet thinks about home. Little Bo Peep's sheep go hunting. Mary, quite contrary, bashes old King Cole's head against a rock several times. Jack and Jill scare Mother Goose off. The old woman in a shoe cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide.
Let's carry on.
The cat and the fiddle and the monkey run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Little Bo Peep and little Jack Horner run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Little Miss Muffet and old Mother Hubbard tell stories about themselves to each other. Peter Piper defeats Jack and Jill in a fight, but spares their life. The little dog laughing thinks about winning. Jack Be Nimble tends to Jack Sprat's wounds. Little Bo Peep's sheep quietly hum. The cow jumping over the moon is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Mother Goose, Mary, and the three men in a tub discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. The dish and the spoon strangle Mary, quite contrary, after engaging in a fist fight. The weasel attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Mary's little lamb sets up camp for the night. The monkey camouflages himself in the bushes. Little Miss Muffet chases old Mother Hubbard. The cow jumping over the moon and the three men in a tub fight Little Bo Peep sheep and little Jack Horner. The cow jumping over the moon and the three men in a tub survive. Jack Sprat fishes. Mary makes a slingshot. Jack Be Nimble sprains his ankle while running away from the dish and the spoon. Jack and Jill stalk the cat and the fiddle. Peter Piper searches for a water source. The little dog laughing goes hunting. Mother Goose discovers a cave. Mary's little lamb scares Little Bo Peep off. The weasel injures himself. Little Miss Muffet and Mary fight the three men in a tub and Little Bo Peep. Little Miss Muffet and Mary survive. Jack and Jill receive an explosive from an unknown sponsor. The monkey thinks about winning. The cat and the fiddle loses sight of where she is. Jack Be Nimble and the weasel huddle for warmth. Peter Piper tends to old Mother Hubbard's wounds. The cow jumping over the moon fends Jack Sprat, the little dog laughing, and Mary's little lamb away from his fire. The dish and the spoon look at the night sky. Mother Goose thinks about winning. Mary's little lamb fishes. Mary constructs a shack. The monkey discovers a cave. Jack Sprat picks flowers. The Cat and the Fiddle, Jack and Jill, and Jack Be Nimble hunt for other tributes. Peter Piper questions his sanity. The cow jumping over the moon chases the little dog laughing. Mother Goose travels to higher ground. Old Mother Hubbard tends to the weasel's wounds. Little Miss Muffet travels to higher ground. The dish and the spoon construct a shack. The cow jumping over the moon, Jack and Jill, the little dog laughing, and Jack Sprat sleep in shifts. The cat and the fiddle, the monkey, Peter Piper, Mary, and little Miss Muffet sleep in shifts. Mary's little lamb starts a fire. Old Mother Hubbard sets up camp for the night. The weasel tends to Mother Goose's wounds. Jack Be Nimble is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. The dish and the spoon attempt to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. The dish and the spoon injure themselves. Jack and Jill are pricked by thorns while picking berries. Old Mother Hubbard overhears the monkey and Mary's little lamb talking in the distance. Jack Be Nimble travels to higher ground. The little dog laughing camouflages himself in the bushes. The weasel fishes. The cow jumping over the moon makes a wooden spear. Peter Piper camouflages himself in the bushes. Mary questions her sanity. Little Miss Muffet dies trying to escape the arena. Jack Sprat is pricked by thorns while picking berries. The cat and the fiddle receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mother Goose tries to spear fish with a trident. Jack Be Nimble and Mary's little lamb hold hands. Mary decapitates Old Mother Hubbard with a sword. The little dog laughing fends Jack and Jill, the monkey, and the weasel away from his fire. Jack Sprat is awoken by nightmares. The cow jumping over the moon goes to sleep. Peter Piper quietly hums. The cat and the fiddle tends to her wounds. The dish and the spoon defeat Mother Goose in a fight, but spares her life. Mary tends to Jack and Jill's wounds. Mary's little lamb discovers a cave. The monkey stalks Jack Be Nimble. The cow jumping over the moon defeats Peter Piper in a fight, but spares his life. The cat and the fiddle and the dish and the spoon hunt for other tributes. Jack Sprat receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. The weasel begs for Mother Goose to kill him. She reluctantly obliges, killing the weasel. The little dog laughing constructs a shack. The cat and the fiddle sees a fire, but stays hidden. The dish and the spoon look at the night sky. Jack and Jill fend the little dog laughing, the cow jumping over the moon, and Mary's little lamb away from their fire. Jack Sprat thinks about home. Jack Be Nimble fends Peter Piper, Mother Goose, and the monkey away from his fire. Mary questions her sanity. Mary's little lamb attacks the dish and the spoon, but they manage to escape. The cow jumping over the moon sprains his ankle, while running away from the little dog laughing. Jack Sprat, Mary, and the monkey hunt for other tributes. The cat and the fiddle, Jack Be Nimble, Mother Goose, and Jack and Jill form a suicide pact, killing themselves. Peter Piper camouflages himself in the bushes. A fire spreads throughout the arena. Mary kills Jack Sprat in order to utilize a body of water safely. The cow jumping over the moon survives. The dish and the spoon kill Mary's little lamb in order to utilize a body of water safely. The monkey survives. The little dog laughing survives. A fireball strikes Peter Piper, killing him.
Oh my. Oh my gosh.
The monkey is awoken by nightmares. The little dog laughing, the cow jumping over the moon, Mary, and the dish and the spoon tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. The cow jumping over the moon stuffs a bundle of dry clothing into a backpack before sprinting away. The little dog laughing, the monkey, and the dish and the spoon get into a fight. The dish and the spoon triumphantly kill them both. Mary decides not to go to the feast. The dish and the spoon receive fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The cow jumping over the moon receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Mary searches for firewood. The cow jumping over the moon looks at the night sky. The dish and the spoon tend to Mary's wounds. Mary goes hunting. The cow jumping over the moon receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The dish and the spoon think about home. The cow jumping over the moon receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. The dish and the spoon receive clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mary sees a fire, but stays hidden. The cow jumping over the moon overpowers Mary, killing her. The dish and the spoon construct a shack. The arena's border begins to rapidly contract. The dish and the spoon restrain the cow jumping over the moon to a tree and leave him to die. The winners are the dish and the spoon from District 11.
And there you have it. This is how everyone did. How the Nursery Rhyme characters did. Okay. So I'm going to wrap it up for this gameplay, and I'll see you for the next one.